How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and this is going to be an exciting video for me, guys, because I'm meeting up with one of my subscribers, one of the members of our Tampa W140 Club group on Facebook. If you guys aren't on there, please go on there. There's so much support on there. It's a really cool group, but this is a person that I tried to meet up with a while back. We had a car meet, just didn't work out, and I'm going to be able to highlight his car, and he has a really cool car. Can't wait to get into that with you guys, but I'm going to be driving Barney out. We're actually going to drive out there as a group. Xavier Zay is going to be coming out as well, hopefully, so he's going to meet up with us, and I've got to get Barney cleaned up. Barney hasn't been driven in a little while. She is driving absolutely amazing. I've got to throw a battery in Barney and get her cleaned up. Let's get going, and I can't wait to show you guys Joey's car when he gets out here. Well, ran out of time to wash her up, but it's all good, and we're gonna head out. There's Joey over there. Can't wait to talk about his car. Let's jump in the car and head out. Well, guys, this is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. Obviously, we're going to be highlighting one of my subscribers' cars, somebody who is part of our W140 Club in Tampa. Like I said, Facebook, it's Tampa W140 Club. Go ahead and join it. Lots of information on there. Joey's always chiming in on things as well. And this is his what year car?
1998.
So it's a 98
S420.
S420, and he's done quite a bit to this. We've kind of documented and went along with him on some of his journeys where he's broken down like all of us and has had to fix it on the road, but now he's got this thing looking insane. I love the rims on it, love the body glow, and I am a huge fan of white on white, and I've always looked for a white on white S500, S420, whatever I could come across, any of the W140s, and he's got one that is super clean. So I'm gonna really have him talk about the car because we just met up. First time I really met him, and I'm kind of excited to know more about all the things that he's done. Let's talk about the air ride system because that is sick. You can see it slammed right now. I don't know anything about his body glow, what the kit is, so let's just kind of go through it. I'll let him kind of talk about it. So first, what kind of rims are these?
These are three-piece Lowenhards that I got from Japan.
Okay, three-piece Lowenhards. What size are they?
20 by 9.5 in the front, 20 by 11 in the rear.
So 20 by 9.5 front, 20 by 11 in the rear. The fitment's insane, you know, and he actually had asked us, you know, because Zay is very, very good about what rims work, and we were all afraid. I was afraid it wouldn't fit, and Zay said, nope, it's going to work out, and Joey went with it, and I'm so glad he went with these because these look absolutely insane. And he came out to Tampa. You came out for a car show, right?
This weekend, yes.
Yeah, so he came out for a car show, and we're planning on having another car show. He made it to one of our last Tampa car shows.
I went to the last car meet, but you didn't make it because you were in your feelings because Dr. Dre wouldn't run.
I tried to make it out, guys, and Dr. Dre was having all of his issues at that time. Still having issues, but he wouldn't even keep driving, so I had to kind of call it quits. I couldn't even get the car started after it stalled out, so I kind of gave up. It was a very upsetting night. But he made it out and everybody had a great time. There's a lot of cars that showed up, and I will absolutely make it to the next one because I've got this other car right now in my possession, and you guys know about this. This is Barney, my original car, and I'm kind of taking care of it right now, getting it working. So I'll at least have this for our next show if I don't get Dr. Dre running right. But let's get back to this car. So Underglow, what do you got for that? Because that looks awesome.
Some Amazon kit.
Well, that's even better, man.
I couldn't even tell you. I think it was $60.
Nothing better than keeping it cheap and doing it basic, because a lot of times people are afraid to buy something off Amazon, off eBay, and then you see it on the streets and you're like, damn, that looks good. And this looks really good. So keep it cheap, guys. I mean, you don't need to go all out on some of these things. And then I want to get in the interior, because I've been kind of peeking in here as he's been driving by, and I know he's got some Junction Produce stuff going on in there that he's done recently.
Yeah, when you ain't looking, I'm gonna try to steal that VIP table for tomorrow.
That's in the other car, so it's not in this one. All right, so let's take a step in. Pretty clean in here, guys. You guys know these cars are old, and most of the time they are destroyed in Florida.
Make, all the lights come on.
What's that?
The switch in there.
All right, where's that switch?
Up top for the lights up top.
Oh, you're talking about just your light
Yeah.
switch. All right, so he's got LEDs all around. I did a video on these guys, how to install them. What kit did you end up going with, or did you just do individual
Whatever
lights?
ones you said.
Okay, so he used my video, which is awesome. And like I said, he's got those Junction Produce headrests there. Those are pretty sick. And like many of us now, he's got kids, so you see car seats back there. And I'm gonna tell you, man, these cars are awesome. I have my son right here. He wanted to be in the video, so I told him he can be in a little bit. And Joey's got his kids that just went inside. We're at Dave & Buster's, guys, so this is kind of a quick last-minute meetup. And I told him I want to kind of check his car out, talk about it a little bit. This is something I want to do on my channel, is highlight my subscribers' cars, especially if you're in the Tampa area. So hit me up, guys. I'd love to have you come out. We'll do a meetup, and then we'll just talk about your car. So air ride system, let's go ahead and take a look at that now that we've kind of looked at the inside. Very clean. I love it.
So the bags and brackets. Now, I got this car not even a year ago. When I got a car a year ago, it was stopped. I bought it off a used car lot for $4,000, and I only had 108,000 miles on it. So within a year, I went with like some knockoff AMG monoblock wheels. Didn't like the way the car sat. I was like, so I just went ahead and saved my money, spent the money on the 3-piece wheels. Then I put the springs on it, which I didn't like how it didn't get low enough for me.
Would you have H&R?
Yep.
H&R Bilstein. That's a very common setup, guys. That's not what I have on here, but it is what I have on Dr. Dre, is the H&R and the Bilstein setup.
And I wasn't comfortable cutting my springs, because I did that on a W123. So I was like, I'll just do air ride. So then I got my bags and brackets from Icebox Customs through Walter, and then I got my tank and my compressors and the airlift 3P. I got that through Malahini Customs. And then so I bagged this car within 3 days, went ahead to Chattanooga. That's when it all went downhill.
We've all been there, guys. So every one of us have had some sort of issue with our W140s. Like I said, these are older cars. They've been neglected, unfortunately. This one looks very good, but you never know what somebody's done in the past. And you guys know I buy the most broken one. So my goal is to try to fix them, show you guys how to do it on the cheap, and keep these things on the road. So he's been a subscriber, and he has learned a lot as well. So that's kind of how we do it. You know, we're not mechanics, but we learn how to work on these cars, because we don't want to pay Mercedes prices to get these things fixed.
So what?
Oh yeah, I remember this now. I have not seen it.
Had that painted.
Oh, that looks so good, man. The paint came out amazing.
So it's got lilac and some other pearl in it. My cousin painted it. So I wanted him to test it on that, because that's what I'm gonna paint my car. So it's gonna be the same white, but with purple and pink pearls in it.
I love it, man. Like I said, white on white is absolutely my favorite. I even like the older ones, the 95 and below, the pre-facelifts, where they got a different color on the bottom. So my R129, I want to try to get a matching W140, and I'm going to keep that one with the light gray bottom and the white top. I'm actually thinking about doing some sparkle in it too. So you can play around with these things, you know, make them look really sick.
See, my buddy has a right-hand drive Toyota Crown, and it's a pearl white up top, and then it's like a silver bottom.
Yeah.
So I almost did that to this, but I'm like,
Honestly, it ages the car a little bit. This modernizes it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So and that's what most people think, is if you have all one color, it's obviously going to represent the facelift in most cases. But the two-tone kind of gives it an older look. It's an older style with almost every car. Everyone copied Mercedes. So Mercedes would do something, and then you would see everyone else follow. Like Toyota did a lot of two-tone cars in the 90s, where Mercedes was doing it in the 80s and 90s. So do you have your kit set up, your air ride kit?
I got a bunch of stuff back there.
Gotcha. One day we're gonna check out his air ride kit in his trunk. I know he's traveling right now, and we just did this quick, so I was excited to just kind of go through the car, get an idea of it, do some drive-bys.
So from the side, you can really see how much camber I have.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at that. Oh my gosh, yeah, I was driving behind you and I could see the camber. I tried to get as much as I could.
I do have Camper King control arms.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So he's got
I don't really know if I would recommend them or not, because I've already had to replace one, and they're not even 6 months old. So, and this one's already starting to pop. Like you can hear going on the road, it's making like a metal.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So I'm like, it could be just charge it to the game, or say, hey man, send me another one.
Yep. So that's kind of the good thing about being part of the W140 Tampa W140 Club on Facebook is everybody kind of chimes in. We're not against modifying cars, and a lot of these groups on Facebook will bash you if they see a modified car. We're not against somebody who bought a beat up car and just wants to make it better. Let us know what you guys need, what you guys have questions about. Almost everybody on the group has done something to the car. Joey has done a phenomenal job, and I'm not going to say he hasn't put any money into this, but you could put a lot more. Yeah, I know. I'm not even going to go there. Guys, I put thousands and thousands into Barney over here. You'll probably never get it back, but the enjoyment you get out of driving these things down the road. And
it's more about it's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
I have so many people at gas stations, usually older, jump, man, I love that car. I used to have one, blah, blah, blah. This is, it's just a conversation starter, keeps it going.
Yep, exactly. And most people know how much these things were new if they know what car it is, and they were not cheap.
They were like $70,000-$80,000.
That was starting. So I actually found out.
I just have an S420. I don't have an S600.
Yeah, the S500s were around 90 to 95. I think this one was 92 because it had the reclining rear seats. And then the S420s, like you said, probably 70, 80,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's over 100 grand right now. So, yeah, we want to keep these things on the roads. And like I said, we don't want to spend a ton of money. You are going to put money into these. So don't expect that this is going to be a cheap ride, especially if you want to go VIP style. And that's our focus right now, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of car meets, specifically focused on the VIP style cars. That doesn't mean you can't come out if you have a clean stock car. We just want to see them all. Once again, guys, I just wanted to make this a quick video. I'm so glad that I got to meet Joey. It's been an awesome time just spending with his car. We're going to go in and have some fun with the kids at Dave & Buster's, like I said. You guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.
And for the record, he's standing on a 6-inch curve to make himself taller, because I'm 6'6".
Yeah, I'm like 5'7", so I need to get taller. I don't know how that's going to happen. You guys have a great one.